Welcome back, Buff Nation. We back for another episode of Buff and Prime. It's your guy, CT the Fan, alongside T Cal. Let's get after it, bro.
All right, so we got some news for y'all. After we did our FanDuel video and I ran to Tennessee to do my bet for the over and under on wins, which was 4.5 wins at the time, FanDuel has updated their odds. So I don't know if y'all went crazy and started betting and pushed the odds, but they have now changed the regular season wins, the over under to 5.5 from 4.5. And before it was, they had us as the favorite to get over 4.5. Now they have us as the underdog to get over 5.5. And another thing they changed is before they let a max bet of $4,300. Now it's just $2,400. So I think FanDuel's catching wind to their mistake, and they're trying to. I think these odds are going to keep creeping up as we get closer and closer to the season. I think they'll probably end with it around 7.5, which obviously you've been watching us, you know that we expect 10 wins minimum. But
Right. So I still think this is a solid bet. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm just saying, even at over 5.5 and you get the plus odds now, I still think this is something you really need to look at.
yeah, definitely not telling y'all what to do with your money or what to bet. We just want to show y'all what people are viewing Colorado in 2024 as, which is still disrespectful. I think we're only going to get 5 wins in a conference that has the worst defenses that Shador is going to have his way with, and we're a much better team. It's just crazy. So we just want to show y'all how people are viewing Colorado, because I've seen people in the comments saying nobody hates on Colorado and this and that. This is clear.
Yeah, this is
We're
clear.
returning
This
a
is the
lot of
proof in the pudding. This is
dogs.
clear. Yeah.
Absolutely. So this is something crazy, but we're going to actually show you how disrespectful it really gets with this. So this is DraftKings. These are the Heisman odds. They have, I don't know if you guys can see right here, Nico, whatever his name is, true freshman quarterback at Tennessee. He played in the bowl game this past year, and that was it. He is at plus 2,500 odds. And if we go way down here, we see Shador at plus 4,500, who had 31 touchdowns last year, threw for 3,200 yards.
Please do your own research and really look at this.
This
This
is
could be one of
crazy
those ones
that they have Nico over 2,000 more favored than Shador Sanders. He's played one college football game. Shador is proven on the college football stage.
Right.
Not to mention these other names. And what's crazier, Shador's right here. I didn't have enough room in the screenshot to get to where they have Travis. Travis is way further down here. So saying that a true freshman quarterback from Tennessee is going to be a better quarterback or better football player than Shador, than Travis Hunter, who again are proven on this stage as dogs, is the ultimate disrespect.
Hold on, people.
I don't care about Heisman odds at all because it doesn't mean much. But the fact that they just keep disrespecting Shador and Travis, man, it's insane. It really
I'm
is.
about to go jump in my car and drive to Tennessee. I got to see what them Travis odds hitting for. It is the total disrespect. I mean, look, I say do your own research, but look at this. Shador, I mean, look at the numbers. And he put it up against TCU, but now he's gonna have an offensive line. Like, and he's prime. He gonna go Brady mode.
31 touchdowns,
yes.
I think 3 interceptions and 3,200 yards, and he really played 10 games.
And he got sacked 52 times, America.
Yeah, worst O-line in the country. So this is showing you that this isn't us making up people disrespecting Colorado or hate towards Shador and hate towards Travis. This is how Vegas views Colorado. This is how America really views Colorado. And that's what makes us even more passionate as fans for Colorado is they really think that we're the bad news bears.
Right.
So it's up to Coach Prime, the team, to really go out, grind this offseason and show, hey, we're here. We're legit.
No, I completely agree. And like all the moves and stuff he's made, I'm even more like, hey, this is a pretty good bet. Like this is something you guys want to look at. So hey, pay close attention because them numbers are going to change drastically after week 1.
And speaking of what we have to do in the off season, I want to go through our top players we're most excited to see in spring ball. So CT, we're going to start with you. Let's run through your list of who you're excited to see this spring.
So look, All right, Buff Nation, you guys know me. I always felt like we are the offensive line and defensive line away from a national championship. I'm just gonna be honest. So I'm starting off with that left tackle, Jordan Seaton, because I need him to keep Shador upright. You know what I'm saying? Protect that blind side. You know, you give Shador time, he's already shown. I will pick apart your defense like it's nothing.
Mhm.
So Jordan Seaton is definitely my number one. Now I'm staying on the line, going down to center. Your Walker from UConn. Now that he's a Colorado Buff, I like this guy because he's played multiple positions along the line. So he brings versatile. So I mean, hey, you know, once that line get in rhythm, and like I said, you can protect Shador, it's problems for any defense,
It's
not
gonna
just
be a
any
game
Big 12
changer.
defense.
It's gonna be a
Exactly.
game changer.
That's always been my thing. So number three is the linebacker. You know, I mean, I'm curious to see what this linebacker core. I'm not going to push too much on this because we
Yeah.
still haven't got our defensive coordinator yet. Coach Prime, you
Mhm.
make us wait, buddy. But I'm anxious to see, you know what I'm saying? And then the tight end. I think the tight end could be special for Shador. I think this is good. I think this is he's gonna be a great addition coming out of Cincinnati. I think this kid's gonna ball. I think, I mean, I look
And
at
we're gonna
all
do a
these weapons.
we're gonna do a specific breakdown on Shimon Mateer. It's funny, people
Mhm.
were in the comments, only a couple people talking trash about his stats and stuff like that. But what people don't understand is you have to be in the right system, especially as
Right.
a tight end, to where you can be used to the best of your ability and have a great quarterback throwing you the ball that's, looking to get you open. I mean, we saw that in the NFL. If you look at Greg Olson's career before Cam Newton got there, and when he was in Chicago to when Cam Newton was with Greg Olson, how his stats changed. So Shimon Mateer physically checks off everything that you want as a tight end, as a pass catcher, as far as blocking the run game. He's just a physical specimen. So really want to be able to see what he can do in a high-powered offense with a quarterback throwing the ball to him, because I think he can be a really good vertical threat, but he
Mhm.
wasn't used like that in Cincinnati. Jordan Seaton, Yakari Walker, we don't have enough in the top 5 to fit everyone we want to see this spring.
Yeah,
Like,
right, right,
we
right,
want to
right.
see, we're so excited to see a lot of them. But I know that you said, and I said as well, we're really curious about our quarterback situation as
Right.
far as past Shador.
So how you feel about Walter Taylor? You think he's the number 2? You think he's gonna do it?
I have zero idea.
All
We
right.
have very limited film on him and Wade, so I really don't know what to expect, which is why that makes me even more excited, is because, hey, we have a spring ball where we're actually going to be able to see them playing and going against the number one defense and everybody getting a ton of reps. So we're going to be able to
Right.
see both sides of that, versus during the season, you don't get to see much. But through the spring
Well,
ball and
hopefully we
how
get to see him
televised it's going
in
to be.
during the season too.
Yeah.
If it goes the way we
Definitely
hope
want to
it
see him during
goes,
the
right?
season. Yeah, because we won a
But
lot of blowout games.
yeah, so we're not. So we're gonna actually gonna dedicate our full segment to do these backup quarterbacks because I think we do need to
Mhm,
introduce them to the nation. So, but this is just a breeze run through. But check out that top
mhm.
5, screenshot it, like, comment, drop an opinion. And if there's a player you want us to cover, drop his name in the comment. We'll get to him.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna run through mine. So mine, number 1, bro. Since last year, I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see Alton McCaskill. I've been waiting forever to see him in game mode, and we're gonna check out some film of him because he is a dog. Number 2, Jordan Seaton. Physically, he has the size to start day one, and a
Right.
lot of high schoolers aren't able to do that coming straight
Mhm.
out. Like, he's massive. So I really want to see how he performs in the spring against these new pass rushers that we talked about in one of our
Right.
previous videos, because he's going to have that competition. Also, the really good thing about Jordan Seaton this year versus had it been last year
Mhm.
is there's a lot of seasoned veterans on that offensive line with him, like
Right.
Khalil Benson, Yakari
Right.
Walker, who have already played at this level, who he can learn from and continue to grow from. Then LeJontay Wester.
Mr.
This is a kid
Speedster.
who he had over 100 catches last year and then had over 1,000 receiving yards. So being able to see him get,
Mhm.
I expect him to be a starter.
Right.
Unfortunately, I love Jimmy Horn, but I think LeJontay is going to lock down that slot position. So it's going to be a battle between him and Jimmy Horn through the spring and probably through fall camp. So I'm very interested to see
I'm
how
excited to
that
see your
shakes out.
number 3. I'm excited to see LeJontay and see what he does on special teams because I think
Yeah,
we can't forget about special teams and how important that is.
absolutely. And then we got number 4. you know me, I'm a DB, so I got to have a DB on here. I'm very critical of DBs because I know how everything's supposed to look as far as feet, as far as hand placement, which hand you're punching with, where he's reading in certain coverages and where his eyes are. So I'm really excited to see Cormani McClain. I'm going to be watching him really close. I'm going to be doing film breakdowns of him as we get more film through the spring. And I'm excited to see him grow into that role and take that huge step from year 1 to year 2 alongside Travis Hunter.
I was going to ask you that. You look forward for him to be starting on the other side of Travis, right? It's his position to lose.
We will be at our best if he turns into the player I expect him to, and he's starting alongside Travis. Absolutely. Then number 5. Now, this was a tough one for me. So I put Okunlola on here, but I also could have put Quincy Wiggins or BJ Green. I'm really excited to see what those edge guys are going to do. Other than Jordan Dominic, we did not have that edge presence that we really need as far as getting to the quarterback, disrupting things. But we're going to have that now. So I really want to see who emerges, or if they all emerge as that top guy in spring ball.
No, I agree with you on that. I mean, you know, the pass rush, if you get that pass rush going, it's going to do wonders for the defense. Great things for the secondary. So I like
these are our top 5. There's a lot of other guys that aren't on this list, so don't get mad at us. There's a lot more people that we want to see and want to check out going into the spring. And then last, we're going to close out with that guy, man. The one I've been telling you about forever.
Mr. McCaskill.
Man. So this is him as a true freshman at Houston, where he just ran rampant.
I can see the AP comparisons because he just runs straight up.
Running. If you just watch him, it screams AP the way he runs.
Yeah, he just runs straight up.
Runs straight up and down. But when it came time for contact, he'd lower that shoulder on you and get busy. And let's see.
Well, I expect big things out of him. We got 2 of those offensive linemen that he brought with him.
So, yeah, exactly. So as a freshman, he had 18 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
18. And you can see he is a load to handle. He's coming off a knee injury that had him redshirt for his sophomore season. And then last year, he was just coming off of it. Wasn't fully who he wanted to be. So he was under that 4-game mark, so was able to redshirt. But if you look at the way he runs, he's patient. And he makes some amazing cuts. And as soon as he gets through the hole, he explodes.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And I grew up, running back was my main position. High school, I was a running back. I've seen everybody's tape. I was All-American at running back. It really looks like Adrian Peterson. Like, I'm not just saying that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm looking at it too. I'm like,
that cut, dog. Oh my God, hold on. We got to go back. Like this AP. Cut is crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. And he did that cut in the hole. Let me go to the first part of the play first so you can see the whole thing. So watch this cut he makes in the backfield to a blitzer and then explodes through the hole, and you see him start stepping and separating in the secondary. Most running backs cannot make this cut on any level.
That's wild.
Watch this. Jump cut, explode through the seam, pick them knees up, and run. He's going to be great. And as you can see here, he can also catch out of the backfield. So that's going to be a great weapon for Shedeur. He's going to take a lot of pressure off Shedeur. And I expect him to have a monster season in the Big 12. He's in an offense that everyone's going to be worried about the pass. It's going to open up huge lanes for him. He has a new and improved offensive line. And by far the most excited I am to see a player in the spring and for the season, for that matter, is Alton McCaskill.
So he's that guy.
Bro, I'm pumped, man. I don't want to talk about it.
You like he's the dog on the offense, huh?
Man,
you know, Coach Brown, he's the dog, huh? We're gonna keep them receipts.
He's primed for a big season. Coach Prime even said that he prefers running backs that are around 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", like bowling ball types. So for him to break out of his mold to go get Alton, because Alton's big, he's like 6'1", I think 220.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, he's definitely a big dude.
Yeah, no, you're not short. No. So for him to break out of his mold and want to go get him shows how special of a player he is. And had we had a fully healthy Alton McCaskill last year, that alone changes games completely as far as the dynamic and how defenses were able to play us. So he, along with, I mean, we have a lot to improve on, the D-line, the O-line, but this is a key cog that is going to push us forward and help us win a lot of games in the Big 12 and push us to the playoffs.
And I like it. And I like seeing all that size he got because it's like he's gonna wear down the defense. Kind of like Derrick
Oh
Henry,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Them defense
You
gonna
can
get
hit them in the
tired of trying
first
to
quarter,
tackle.
but second
Exactly.
quarter is not going to be as fun.
Mm-mm.
Third quarter, you're sick of it, and fourth quarter,
Right.
you don't want no parts of it. So yeah, I definitely think. And then with the two-headed monster with him and Dylan,
Right.
to where you're getting Dylan out in space, it's going to be lovely. I can't wait till the NCAA video game comes out. Boy, I'm going to run it up on people in Colorado. I'm about to go crazy.
We got to get to Tennessee and go put that Shedeur Heisman bet because I'm like,
Right?
man,
Yeah.
because the more
Yeah.
like you start talking about these weapons, but I like to come back and say, you know, if the offensive line is what I'm expecting it to be, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's really no limit to what this team can do.
Bro, no limit.
No
Shedeur
limit.
might throw for 5,000. Like
That's what I'm saying. There's no
5,000,
limit.
50 plus touchdowns. It can be a special season. So
We're
I'm
talking
all in.
about Travis and Shedeur up on the Heisman. You might have Travis Shedeur and Alton. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, it's
Will Shepherd, like
right. You
LaShante,
just don't
like,
know, right?
it can come from anywhere. So it's going to be a really exciting season. We're going to get to more highlights and more breakdowns of these players. We're still waiting on the D coordinator to be announced.
What's up,
we're
Coach
hoping
Prime?
it was
What's up with
announced
that?
today because I'm getting ready to leave the country. So we really wanted to get a video out today, but if something does pop up later today, one of us might have to go solo and get a video out, so just so we can get a breakdown for you guys. But make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. We appreciate all the new love to the channel. And
yes, man, we appreciate it. Thank you. We putting this content out. And if you guys do jump on that FanDuel, if you do jump on that DraftKings, screenshot.
Let us know.
Let us know. Show them receipts.
Let us know.
Let us know. I mean, it's
going to be great to see later in the season when Colorado's 10-0 or 12-0 going into the Big 12 championship, and we get to look back at when they didn't think we'd win more than 4 games.
Speaking on that, you know what I'm saying? And I was listening to Coach Pryor talk about it. You know, they going in there, and I'm like, man, you know, you start with North Dakota State, even though they come here, but that back-to-back rivalry game between Nebraska and Colorado State, I think that's great. I think you're throwing your team in the fire right away,
early,
because you get through that. You know what I'm saying? You get through that, and ideally, it's gonna be, might not be a pretty game, but you're gonna play from the Doves, or it could be. You just don't know rivals, right? But you just don't know rivalries, right? And then to have back-to-back rivalries on the road, and tell me, and I'm gonna let everybody know.
I know it's gonna be a blowout on both. I'm just gonna let you know.
It's gonna be hostile like a mug because they're coming to boo Colorado. You know, they coming to boo Coach Prime. So,
but I saw last year the Nebraska fans didn't travel deep to Colorado.
Right.
Colorado's gonna travel deep to Nebraska this year.
And Colorado State.
Be excited. Yeah, we have a lot to be excited about. So yeah, I'm really excited for those games. I think they're gonna be blowouts. Last year versus Colorado State, we did not handle business and make that a personal game how it should be. We need to embarrass them. So that's what
tell the nation about that bet. You want to put that defensive bet in.
Oh my gosh, yes. I tried to bet on the first score to be the defense. They didn't let me do it. They said it was unavailable. I'm watching the game, and they were backed up. They punted the ball from like their own 5. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a block punt. They're about to score. Didn't happen. Then Shiloh gets a pick. They say he didn't catch it. So I'm like, man. Then the next play, Shiloh, pick 6. So yeah, that was a tough one. It was a $10 bet to win $700.
You hear that, Buff Nation? You hear that? Yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. And he also puts his money where his mouth is. It's great.
Hey, don't take any of my stuff for any betting advice. We're just telling you guys the odds just to show the disrespect. If you guys want to bet, hey, go for it. But we're not in any way trying
entertainment.
To get you guys to
It makes the game a little bit funner. It's entertainment.
It does. Yeah, it does. But yeah, so we'll be checking back in with y'all again. Make sure y'all share this so more people can see this. All the Colorado fans, send it to some Colorado haters so they can check out what's going on.
Let them bring that energy because they're everywhere anyway. Let them bring it. They're more than welcome. All is welcome to the Buff and Prime.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, we'll holla at y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and comment below how many wins y'all expect and who y'all think are the top 5 players to look out for this spring. And we'll see y'all soon.
We're out.